Saw a couple of you guys in the chat here leading up to the stream, like Zach Turner and Lady Basketball Player 23. Good to see you guys.
Yep.
Zach Turner, you know what? And honestly, before I comments, what you think our seed is going to be, where do you think we're going to land? If you want to pick what teams we're going to play, you can, but that's almost impossible. But at least show us what you think, what you're expecting for our seed right now before we talk about the season altogether. First off here, though, Zach Turner thinks Kentucky probably is going to be a 7 or 8 seed, you're guessing. Yeah, that's kind of right where I'm sitting. I'll give you my thoughts in a second, but I agree, Zach Turner. And Lady Basketball Player, UK will be an 8 seed. Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of frustrating because if we would have won a couple games here in Nashville, I think we could have possibly solidified ourselves as a 6 with the ceiling being a 5 if we were to win out. But obviously that didn't happen. So I think now we're at the mercy of the committee, which we know the committee does not like us. So I'd have to say probably between 7 or 8. I prefer, think about it, 7 plays at 10, 8 plays 9. And honestly, all those kind of games are the same. And for us, we'd be playing St. Peter's or some number 1 seed. And it really doesn't matter because we just got to play better basketball. That's literally all we got to talk about here because we're good enough to beat Tennessee twice like we just did this year. We're good enough to beat Arkansas on the road, in case you missed the thumbnail. Without Case and Wallace, I mean...
With sure, without sure. Yeah, no, I just want to say, though, if we do get the 8 seed, though, I don't want to be the one to make the comparisons here,
yeah.
But we were an 8 seed last time
we
when we went on that crazy run. But, you know, the thing is, you can't... There's no jinxing. There's no, superstition anymore. I mean, we just have to figure something out and hopefully just get hot. I mean, that's all we can really ask for because we're not going to be this crazy... I mean, we could... It's already the end of the season, so we can't be this unstoppable, consistent team. We just have to try to win some games and get a streak going. That's all we can do. So we started.
Well, yeah, guys, we're getting started, guys. I think Alabama's the overall 1 seed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like that, and they deserve it. They definitely deserve it. They played great here in Nashville and have been very good all year long, and they beat Houston on the road. Yep, good. I was going to lose it if Kansas got that, but they just lost to Texas. Yeah. So Alabama's going to be playing Texas A&M or Texas A&M Community College, I think, or Southeast Missouri State. Also, guys, just a little heads up. I'm not doing a stream for it, but I'm actually going to be attending the first 4 on Wednesday. Not the Tuesday games, but Wednesday night. So get a couple games there, get a feel for possibly 4 teams.
Scouting report.
A little scouting report. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll be attached to a game that we might play. We'll see. If we're a 6, that would actually it could be a big deal. Great Kentucky, good to see you. Mountain Warriors, good to see you. Maryland is going to be an 8 seed in Birmingham, Alabama. That makes sense. Man, Alabama's going to get a great home court advantage to start. And they're playing a number 9 seed in West Virginia. That's a good game. Maryland, West Virginia.
So was Michigan the 1 seed in 2013?
They were high seed that year. Can't remember. They might have been. But you talking about that year we were in it?
Yeah.
You guys, this is the South region, and Michigan was like a 2 or 3 seed, I think, because Wisconsin was the 1. No. Who was the 1 seed? No, Wichita State was the 1 seed.
Yeah.
San Diego State, guys, is playing Charleston in the 5-12 game.
They're gonna draw this out. I'm sure it'll be the last.
They always love to put Kentucky in the last freaking bracket because they know half the audience is Kentucky fans.
They keep us in here.
Because they show us first. I mean, I'd watch the whole thing. But... Now 4-13 Virginia versus a 13 seed. I don't know if it's going to be
Can we be a 13?
I mean, how we played against Vanderbilt, we are a 13. Against Furman, okay.
Never heard of that school.
We're playing JVA.
Just like you never heard of St. Peter's. Yeah.
Or Union.
Yeah, like the Great Kentuckian said, thought last week we were an 8 seed. We went to the championship.
That's a good point, Great Kentuckian.
Pretty sure.
6-11 Creighton versus somebody here in Denver, Colorado. It's like every freaking choice could be us for this year. Who the heck knows where we're supposed to be?
Yeah, we could literally be anywhere.
If we're not in this thing, get ready because we're going on the road. We don't.
We'll be out of town.
Wow. NC
We'll
State's an
stay that
11
load
seed.
for a lot of months.
I know they can be 11. NC State's tough.
We could be 11.
Because we had 11 losses.
We can't be the 14, so we can be the 10.
Yeah. Baylor's a 3 seed.
Could we be the 7? We could be a 7 or 10.
Yeah, it could definitely be 7 or 10 guys. I hope we're not in California. That's gonna suck if we're in California here. But let's see. They love it. Come on, let's see what happens. 7-10 in the South region is Missouri. Missouri 7.
We better not be playing Missouri.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're down to 10. Utah State. You know they can't. That's true, guys. If we see an SEC team, they will not put you against your own conference in the first round. So we can at least take a deep breath if we see another SEC team here. 215. This is gonna be interesting. This could be. Dang, this is a tough bracket. This is a really tough bracket.
Yeah, Arizona, Alabama.
Arizona, Alabama.
Missouri's really good.
This is a great. Man, this year, guys, there's a lot of teams that are gonna be underseeded. So that's where I'm saying, like, you just gotta win that first game and see what you can do with a little run.
You also got an SEC
Versus Princeton.
bash.
Dang, that's not a bad 15 seed.
It's also an SEC bash, so it's good and bad. It's like you don't really want to run into
Yeah.
SEC.
So
teams.
how many? There was just one or two SEC teams in this bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me see, guys. Great Kentuckian. The last time we had an 8 seed, we went to the championship in 2013-14. That's a great point. Also got the final numbers in for Oscar. He has 909 rebounds at Kentucky, just 1 rebound from being the number 7 rebounding leader. Well, hey, if he doesn't get 1 rebound in his next game, it's not good. But hopefully he can surpass that in the first
5 more
round.
games, 6 more games.
That's true. Let's give him 6 more, and then run it back next year. Run it back. Run it back, come on.
Run it back.
No, that's what we need Shuba to say after whenever if we happen to lose in the tournament. He's just like, let's go, run it back, come on. He tweets that out. Announces return.
Our warm up this year,
Yeah, it's true.
our shoot around will be a lot better than last year.
There's a chance it could be raining Friday, so hopefully we're playing. We'll see. We can't really pick. I mean, at this point, we're at the mercy of the committee, which.
They're gonna go to commercial. I really time, I think.
Yeah, they're probably about to go to commercial break here. Where's our camera?
Yeah, what the heck?
Why is Kansas on video? It's so stupid.
Oh yeah, you guys are so nervous.
Are we in?
You guys are nervous about
Look
it.
at all these teams. Get the F out of here.
Yeah, don't even go there.
Can they show our camera, like in this room?
That would be. Wait, are we connected? Hey, if you're watching or CBS right now, we could be on there.
Also, we see us there.
Yeah. That would be something. I mean,
And our freaking islands spot, eating like shrimp.
hey, CBS, if you're still looking for someone to show, if someone like you can't show someone for a clip, you can definitely steal this live stream and put us on there.
Yeah. Christopher Rees. What's going on, Christopher? He said 7 seed, guys. You know what? Here, I'll give you my pick right now. So we're not in the South region, but I'm gonna go with 7. I think we're gonna be a 7-10 game because part of me thinks our ceiling was a 6 from what I heard, 6-5, and our lowest option, at least recently, was 8 or 9. So I'm gonna go right in the middle of that and give us a 7, but we'll see what we get.
I have to go with the Great Kentucky. I think we're gonna be an 8.
I'm saying 7.
Did someone else say 8?
Yeah, a few people said 7 to 8. I think the first couple said 7 or 8.
Yeah, Lady Bass.
Lady Bass picks at 8, and also Zach Turner.
Again, yeah. So I'll go with everyone
And-
else. I'm so.
Mountain Warriors agrees with me with a 7. I agree. Mountain
I was
Warriors.
the first one to say it. AC. I'm gonna go with everyone else. I think we're gonna get the 8. I think the lowest, highest, lowest, depending on how you say it. We could be a 9 potentially because we lost the first game.
It's not just OLED. It's LG.
Yeah, I think an 8. We gotta be an 8. Actually, I'm getting weird. You know,
We're kind of just lingering, you know.
Yeah, because like we just had so many ups and downs. Like, you blow out Auburn, you have a terrible game against Vanderbilt.
I mean, beat Arkansas on the road.
Beat
at
Arkansas on the
Wallace.
road. Great
Reeves
win.
drops 37.
Yep. Look great again. And you lose to Vanderbilt again.
Loses to Vanderbilt.
And then here we are. So how do you balance those out? I mean, losing to Vanderbilt twice definitely doesn't help.
And were we not just lingering?
I mean, we went from looking. I mean,
Kind of just
we were hanging with Kansas. We
Hey man.
beat Tennessee twice. This team is just like a coin flip, though.
Yeah.
Which is why I was saying I think we're better off being the
Lowest we could possibly
lowest
be.
seed because, like I was saying, it doesn't really matter who we play. I
That's
think
true.
we play just as good against
Yeah.
Kansas as we do Vanderbilt at home, and then so really we're better off having the underdog, Cinderella kind of mentality.
The game
So
is
it's better
six,
for us
so
to
it
play a
kinda
better team.
bad.
I don't want to play a bad team because I feel like we'll be more likely to lose.
That's a great point, Christopher Reeves. I have absolutely zero clue what Wheeler's doing. I would give you an update if I knew, but the last thing I heard was he had a procedure done. Who the heck knows on what it is? But some kind of procedure was performed, and he missed senior night. Which I honestly, at this point, with how Colin thinks has run things here, I'm willing to bet that he didn't even have a procedure that night. But you know what? I'm going to believe him and say I hope he's okay. But we'll see what happens. I was okay. I mean, getting a couple minutes out of Wheeler could be huge for us if we want to do something in March.
The Midwest.
So this could be us guys, Midwest,
Houston.
in the Houston bracket, which obviously that was our last. That's a little fun fact. Our last tournament win was against Houston with Hero for the win. So that's a big fun fact right there. Back in 2019, Hero hit a big time 3, and there's a video on our channel of our reaction to that play.
I don't want to be with Houston.
I don't want to be with Houston Bay.
Actually, yeah, I really don't, but I think we have a chance.
Wait a second. That's crazy. There's 2 1 seeds in Birmingham, Alabama, because Alabama's there. Houston kind of has an advantage, guys, because Houston, the Final Four is in Houston this year. Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, that is weird.
We're on a 16.
Here comes the 16.
Wow. Houston versus Northern Kentucky. That's my alma mater. Also, BK, his alma mater is Northern Kentucky. So both of us have some family ties there, some connections. 8 or 9, let me look at the screen. 8 seed is going to be
Kentucky. Oh my
Whoa.
God. We could be 9.
I don't know, who knows? Iowa, I don't want to be with Iowa, Faye.
I don't know.
Okay.
Auburn.
Okay.
Pearl versus
Iowa versus Auburn. That's I like that. I like that matchup. Who knows? Maybe the snapping turtle can snap it out there.
Maybe Pearl
Maybe
can
get it going.
going.
They're gonna need it. They want to beat Iowa. But yeah, so Iowa, Auburn, Houston, Northern Kentucky, 5. Okay. Miami of Florida's the 5 in the Midwest.
We're not gonna be any of these. So.
Yeah, so we take a deep breath.
Not really. I'm worried we're not even in the tournament.
I mean, we'll see.
The last one is
That's not even an
like
option.
the 16 or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. The 12 seed is Drake Bell. We say that joke and we lose it to it. We should go back to our reaction to playing St. Peter's. If I were like, we're playing St. Peter's.
Exactly. Yeah. St. Peter's, like, if we lose to St. Peter's,
Just the name, man. It's probably a good school, but like you just think like, okay, Kentucky, St. Peter's. Like Kentucky should win that game.
You just think about
Yeah. 4 seed Indiana versus I kind of like how they're all in this bracket here. So if you were to play anybody in this bracket, it would be in the Sweet 16.
13 seed is
13
Josh.
is Kent State.
Yeah, 13 seed.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, Kent State. So Indiana versus Kent State.
Spencer. That's Spencer. Crazy. Okay, Indiana versus now. Okay, the 6th seed here, Iowa State. Yeah, they put us in Iowa.
So it would be Thursday. I don't
See, Iowa State's the 6th versus Mississippi. Wow, that means when I go to that game Wednesday night, I could be watching Mississippi State Pitt. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But who knows? They'll probably be the Tuesday game. Yeah, it'd be cool to see an SEC team represent SEC for us. So that should be a good matchup for the playing games. First 4. We have 3 seed. 3 versus 14 on Friday is going to be.
3 seed.
Wait, Friday. That what we see in that game because Friday means they play Wednesday. So I'll be seeing Mississippi State Pitt. It's crazy.
Seed.
Okay.
We play Thursday.
3 Xavier. That's high.
I'd rather play Friday.
That's high, isn't it?
That is high.
Kennesaw State.
Xavier's
3 versus 14. Dang.
Kennesaw Owls. That might just be that team that gets the upset. I don't know.
We'll see.
We're not high enough a rank to have
7
an
versus.
upset, Jake.
That's true. 7 versus 10. I'm thinking we're a 7.
It's gotta be us.
It's probably gonna be us here, and they give. Oh.
Texas
Woo!
System.
So we're still alive.
I mean,
guys.
I
We're
would
still
have
alive.
liked to. I would have liked to play Xavier.
Oh yeah, I don't want Xavier.
Okay, we came in to win a game first. Though. We can't even talk about.
I don't want Xavier this Sweet 16.
We
Hey,
didn't win Purdue, did we?
well, that's true.
we
We're
were
probably
so
gonna win the
out.
game. But, I don't want anybody for me. Okay, so
Well,
Penn State. Oh wow, Penn State made it. They deserve it. They played really well here in late in the year, which I think the committee needs to reward more teams late in the season. I doubt we're in this game, so Texas is a 2 seed, which is honestly I could have saw them get a 1 just from how they played at the end of the year. You know, packed house here in the Texas arena.
This is Sean.
Like, clap it up. Why aren't you sitting in the front row? It's kind of weird just sitting there.
They're waiting for others to get there.
All right, Texas versus Colgate. Some free toothbrushes.
It looks like
Let's check the chat here.
Lee's in the chat.
Lee, what's going on? Wait, you wherever Duke is? That's true. That's true. They'll probably put us in the Duke bracket. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Oh, God.
Gosh darn it, Lee. You're right. You're right.
Wait, so
Just don't put us against Duke, please.
well, Duke will be a 3, right? No, shoot, they'll be like a 10 or no,
No,
they'll be an 8.
they'll hopefully a 4 or 5.
Wait, 8 versus 9 will be Duke and Kentucky.
No.
How much money is that?
Duke is going to be a much higher seed than 8 or 9.
Sure about this?
Yeah, because they've won like 11 out of 12 games.
They have the same record as us.
No, they have a way better record than us. They have like 8 losses.
It'll be this.
So if they're a
10 versus 7.
if they're a flex, if we're a 6-11, they're a 3.
I like Pittsburgh to get into a second-round game against Xavier.
Okay, we can't worry about that. We don't want a dang game. Mountain Warriors said Lee. Let's see. Great Kentucky says Kentucky or Cal says he's ready for the second round. Well, let's just do in the first round before we start thinking about that. But I agree. I'm sure he made that comment. And Mountain Warriors, way to go, Norris. Yeah, no, Northern Kentucky had a great end of the year. We actually went to their first round game of their conference tournament. And Lee says Cal is watching Little House on the Prairie. Hope his assistant is watching. And then Xavier 3. Wow, I agree, Lee. That was a very high. That was very high for them, especially how they played in a couple of games late. They should have lost to DePaul. We were watching that game. At Buffalo Wild Wings, but. Yeah, Northern Kentucky guys. My dad and I and Mick and another UK Reaction contributor, Cameron, we were watching that game live. And we were right there, and Mick got fired up for a charge call.
Coming back once we come back.
Because we were. Hey, that's a fun fact. Mick, BK, and I all attended NKU at some point, and that's our alma mater. And
My alma mater
was-
can be in there.
yeah, could be. And yeah, but they had a great tournament there and played really well. They definitely deserve a spot. They would give, and they're gonna give it. Hopefully, it's crazy. They're 16. So they're playing a 1 seed. That's crazy. NKU's a 16 seed.
Yeah.
I think they should have been a 15 or 14. We'll see. That could be an interesting game. I'm not saying they're going to beat Houston, but don't be surprised if they push Houston around a little bit, or at least challenge them in the early on part of the game.
And don't be surprised if the president of NKU offers steaks.
That's
free
true.
steaks,
Houston,
you know?
get ready for the steak deal. Lee said lost money on that Xavier game. Yeah, that score was ridiculous from the very beginning. It was like Xavier got down like what was it, 26-4 or something, like way insane. I saw 26-7, but that's still a lot. Yeah, betting has not been the greatest for me this weekend. I think the biggest issue for me was that Kentucky Vanderbilt night. I put a little bit on some parlays with us winning, and yeah, did not go according to plan.
Did you guys realize we're gonna be in the same one as Duke, Tennessee, and Purdue? Imagine that.
You have to know it's the Predator line. The committee's going to drive us in the middle of a meat grind.
But there's a couple teams I want to play. Tennessee, we've beaten them effing twice.
We cannot play Tennessee.
If we get fucking Tennessee, and then Purdue, I mean, Purdue's a team I want to root for.
Tennessee,
I don't want to be in there.
And Duke, it's not like we honestly are Duke's beat us like 2 or 3 times in a row. But I just don't want that kind of weight on a game. I can't really enjoy that.
Yeah, Duke, and then Arkansas.
And Duke's playing really well.
Holy crap! Okay, so
Arkansas's out.
Wait.
Arkansas's out.
What?
They should be out of the tournament.
They're out?
They should be.
No, they're not.
I think they might be out.
Okay, there's a couple teams. Okay, so Tennessee, we cannot play again. Duke, I mean, I want to play, but I don't want to play.
I want to play them early on in the year.
Yeah, and then we got Purdue, who we don't have a match for their freaking big man.
Purdue I can deal with because
Arkansas, we
they're
just
going to be one
beat,
seed, 2 seed.
Vanderbilt, I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Love to see
Vanderbilt gets
them.
in. I'd love to see Vanderbilt again. I would effing love it.
That would be awesome. And I'm trying to think who else is like Kansas. Is Kansas found a spot yet? I
No,
actually
not
like
yet.
that. Ridiculous.
I would like to see Kansas again.
I think we.
So
can win
let's
that
make
one.
a list of like who we want to see, who we don't want to see, who we don't want for dinner.
I'd actually love. To
I
see
don't want.
Kansas.
Yeah,
We're
I don't want
doing
Tennessee
these
for dinner. I don't want Arkansas for dinner. I don't want Duke for dinner.
We don't understand great references. Yeah, but
Lee said this week's last games to execute my famous 4-team blowout money line teasers. Betting has been, that's how it is, I guess, but it was, get the F out of here.
they were watching the TV news while I was.
Freaking,
I mean,
soak it up,
Just think about
CBS,
it, just think
soak
about
it up.
Washington got owned by a guy
If,
from.
if we could just
NBA.
post that mother effer up, we wouldn't be sitting in this position we're in right now.
Freaking Washington NBA prospect got owned by that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Kansas is in this.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be our bracket, guys.
Kansas-
Get ready, here we go.
Kansas, Tennessee, Duke, Purdue, Kentucky. Here we go.
Woo! So Kansas.
No, that's one out of the way, right?
Yeah,
That's one out
so
of the way.
Kansas. What is this? The East?
This is the bottom.
We're here. We're here. We're here.
How do you know?
I just have a feeling.
See,
Look at the West. So we got Kansas.
us versus Duke. 8
Okay,
8-9.
Kansas versus Howard. And actually, guys, we beat Howard to start the year. So we beat Howard.
The 8-9 is Kentucky versus Duke.
Here we go. We got 8 or 9. This is it. Thursday game.
Don't be
8 or
excited.
9. Oh God.
Shit, I told you they're gonna be in it.
What?
They're gonna be in it.
They freaking
They're
weaseled
the
their way
same
in.
record as us, dude.
Wow, Arkansas, Illinois. Okay, they have 13 losses. We have 11. We have 21 wins.
Well, if they're at 8, that means we're like a freaking 5.
6 or 7. Nah, don't put us in Albany. We can't be
We're
a
a
5. A Friday game in Albany, New York.
We're gonna
A
be a
5
5.
seed. Okay, St. Mary's is a 5. Okay.
Okay, we can really. If Tennessee is the 4,
12.
this is a really good for us.
ECU.
Shoot, Duke.
That's good. No. All these teams will be stuck in this little thing here. So they're
Yeah, but there's not enough.
they're gonna destroy each
No,
other.
no, no. You know.
They're gonna destroy each other.
No. Tennessee's gonna be on our side. It's guaranteed now.
No,
We're gonna be
there's,
with Tennessee.
there's still one more bracket after this.
No, we're done.
UConn versus 13.
We're effing done.
Okay, UConn's a
Tennessee
4
did before.
versus Iona. Man, I need to buckle in here. we're about to get destroyed.
Tennessee needed to
Hold
be
on.
4.
I'm not talking about the game. Just the 6 versus 11. This could be us. Okay, TCU.
Okay, no. Here we go. No, yeah.
Hold on.
So, Tennessee
Could be
3.
7.
No, Duke 3.
Duke's gonna be 3.
Duke 3, Tennessee 2, and that's one good position.
Arizona
Yeah,
State,
sneeze
Nevada. Wait a second. That doesn't make sense.
Who's gonna be
How could there be 2 11 games on Friday? Because that means, maybe I'm wrong, guys, about Mississippi State playing on a Wednesday playing games. Because there's 2 11 games. It's usually 16, 16, 11, 11
Duke needs to be 7.
per day.
Tennessee 3.
It's 37, right?
It's gotta be Tennessee.
3 seed is going to be probably Duke.
Oh my god.
We're going to Duke. We're going to Duke. Tennessee side.
Can Duke not be 7?
They're just now. We could be 7.
We
Gonzaga versus
owe
Grand Canyon.
Gonzaga. So
That's true.
we need the 7.
This would
right
be
now.
fine, but
We need the 7.
we're
right
not
now.
going to be in Sacramento. Okay, 7 versus 10. If they're going to put us in Sacramento, maybe they will.
We need 7.
But 7 or 10, 7 seed,
Please give us 7.
Thursday,
Oh,
Northwestern.
gosh.
You know what? Hold on. Do you realize what that means?
We're with Tennessee, Duke, and Purdue.
I think so.
Yeah, that's not good.
But what that does mean though is they're going to destroy each other. They're going to destroy each other from the inside.
We have to beat Tennessee 3 times in 1 year.
Seven versus 10, Northwestern versus Boise State. Not yet, but I think Kenny just made a point. We're gonna be in the same bracket as Duke, Tennessee, and Purdue.
If we don't make this tournament, this will be the freaking best Lions stream.
But they haven't done it yet. If we don't make this, we don't. This could be a problem. Good. UCLA, I don't.
This will be.
I do want to play them, but not now.
F these guys for making us in the last thing.
Oh, seriously, CBS.
What if we're not in?
We gotta be here. Wait, do you realize? No, wait. Hey, you know who else might be in our bracket, Kenny? Do you know who else might be in
Why
our
are we
bracket?
always with Purdue?
Do you know who else might be in our bracket?
Who?
Vanderbilt.
That's good.
I do want Vanderbilt for dinner today.
I don't want Tennessee. I mean, this is.
We're getting them. I mean, we already know.
That's already guaranteed.
It just depends on when we're gonna get them.
F them for playing Tennessee in our division. Why would they do that? Like,
I think
really?
the
You
freaking
know why they did that.
Asian League.
These freaking sorry pieces of crap are playing us with
we
Tennessee.
do the manual and freaking picture. Yeah.
Alright, just get on the last
Come
one.
on, let's go. Go to commercial break. Let's come back. Let's get our graveyard set here.
I know they want us to against the Duke matchup. I know they want that,
I know.
but to really have to put us against Tennessee.
That's horse crap. You gotta put that is total horse crap. You should have put Auburn or A&M there. That is total BS. But we don't know yet. We're not even in yet. We have one more bracket to go. There's only 16 more teams left, and we're not been called yet.
They love to do this, man.
You're not doing it to us this year, CBS. We got in this freaking thing. Now give us our
Leave the city's
opponent.
out of here. He's on a major delay. So.
On a huge delay and texted others. I'm out, boys. On a huge delay. Wait. Do you already? If you know, don't say anything. But that's crazy if you know.
Oh, he is.
No, you can't be.
Yeah, we're
watching
on.
live.
Wait, is Lee?
Hey, you're good, Lee. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in, Lee, and hopefully we'll catch up soon here. We're gonna need you if we're gonna get this win. Hey, the last time that you watched the game with us, one of the last times we won, so we gotta get the whole team back together.
Either way, there's not one team in this planet I want to play. No,
No,
I know I said there's teams I want to play.
but we don't want
But
Tennessee.
there's not a team I'm confident in.
We don't want Tennessee.
No, we don't. But I mean, like at the end of the day,
Duke, honestly,
we just have to
that's
play.
just if we have to play Duke, you know, we just gotta suck it up and play them because they beat us 2 or 3 times in a row. It's time to freaking wake up and freaking beat those mother effers.
You guys last
Tennessee,
year,
though, I don't want.
last year, you realize what team? If we had a choice, like of any team to play in the entire bracket,
No,
like, let's play these St. Peter's guys.
Yeah.
We lost.
Say the Peacocks. Come on over here, guys. We literally pulled a JBA. Okay, let's give me these guys.
Yeah. We effed it up.
And I freaking lost.
We're not in this bracket.
But to be honest, like, playing Duke, we win a game, but of all the years though, you're like, oh, this wasn't our year. But I want to play Duke more like
Okay,
wait,
hang on.
you know?
So there's a 1 through 16 seed left, right? 1 through 16.
Yeah.
So the one's
Purdue.
gotta be Purdue.
2,
2 is Tennessee.
he's not been called yet. Baylor, maybe. Wait, is Kansas been called?
Yeah, they were just calling that one.
Okay, Purdue, Baylor.
Purdue, Baylor, Tennessee, Duke. There's gotta be someone else in that. No, Kansas State. No, Kansas State's lower than that.
Is Marquette been called? No.
I don't think so.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Marquette's really freaking good.
but like what? So Duke will get the 6.
No, I'm thinking they're gonna have 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, they're 4. That means
I think 3's too high for them, but I think it's maybe 4 or
the
5.
fact that Arkansas is 8 makes me think we have to be 7 now.
Oh, we're at least a 7. We're at least a 7.
I don't think we can be an 8 with the fact that Arkansas is 8. We have to be a 7 now. So if we're a 7, that means we're playing the 8 seed? 7 versus 8. Or no, it's 8 versus
7 versus 10, 8
7.
versus 9.
So the 8-9 game will
They
be...
can't put us against Tennessee in the first game, so we don't have to worry about that.
CBS celebrates Women's History Month.
You know,
They can't.
drop to the 10.
I read a report on that. They can't. Thomas Brown says, "Bring on Puke." I'm starting to go that way too, Thomas. And Tennessee would be tough a 3rd time. Oh no, yeah, seriously, no
Tennessee
kidding.
is just...
That's a joke. If they do that, that's a total. Do you know what else? Think about it. That year that we had Washington Hero, we had played Auburn a 3rd time, but at least that was the Elite 8, so it wasn't like
Yeah.
they could have lost before then. They should have honestly lost before then.
But we're playing, we're playing Tennessee or Duke in the second round. We're playing Auburn in the second round.
Probably.
You You know, like, we really don't have a win streak on anyone other than Tennessee.
That's what we don't need.
Other than Tennessee,
We got
everyone else.
not only that, not only did we beat Tennessee twice, they played terrible.
I know. They played like dog crap.
Terrible.
Both times.
Like, I mean, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing the way he was.
No, like Vescovi played his worst game of his
Oh my
life.
god, this is the way freaking our best team plays in the freaking home court advantage. It was embarrassing the way you guys played that game. I didn't even say it.
Kentucky's brackets.
The freaking people that hate Kentucky, that's who makes these brackets. Here we are, guys. Here we're home. We got Purdue. We do that. We already knew that.
Now 2 is some team I don't know.
We can't guard that guy, but it doesn't matter.
We have no match for him.
That's okay. So perfect. 1 seed, we don't have a match for.
Tennessee, they are so due to beat us. Duke owns us.
2, I honestly don't know who. I think it's gonna be Marquette, but we won't know the 2 till the bottom. So.
Oh God, we're about to get ready.
Here we go.
Yeah,
No, that's
it's
not
not.
gonna. This is us. We're gonna be in Columbus.
How do you know we're gonna be in Columbus?
I feel like I just know. Because they want us to get our ratings. The 8th seed on Friday, guys, in Columbus, Ohio. It's gonna be.
Still puts too close to Tennessee.
My heart rate is going too fast. They're gonna freaking put some meat grinder with Duke and Tennessee. Orlando?
No, Duke and Tennessee can be the 5 and 4.
Yeah, but
Why are we always in?
Cal against his old team.
Wait, they haven't done it yet. If we can't be at 9, Arkansas is an 8.
Are we in this?
Memphis versus Florida Atlantic, who's number 9. Now, I didn't know Florida Atlantic was 31-3. I mean, are we in this one?
I don't know. They love to do this, guys. Every year.
We're not in, guys. I'm about to freaking run outside.
We're driving
A
up
5
to,
seed
We're driving up to the selection.
in Orlando, Florida. This could be Duke. Please get this to Duke. Yes!
Okay. Wait, so Tennessee's the 4. So Tennessee's gotta be the 4. So at least we take out one of those guys.
All right, so they're 5. Only one can survive out of this.
So hopefully Purdue.
Hopefully we're not the 4 though.
I don't want to play Purdue. I'd rather play Purdue.
Duke, watch it goes to 12. We just celebrate.
Guys.
But I can't believe they're gonna play this next to freaking Tennessee.
Oh no, Tennessee.
That is total horse crap, CBS.
Tennessee can be the 4.
That's true. That's true. That's
What
true.
are
That's
we
true.
though? I mean,
4 versus
so
13 in
exciting.
Orlando on Thursday. 4 seed is gonna be.
Tennessee.
Come on, give it orange, 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 orange. Yes! Let's freaking go, baby. Tennessee versus Louisiana. We're still not in this thing yet.
Oh my God.
Hopefully we're in the next set here. We're forgetting about teams we haven't.
This straight about the shut off. We're not seeing how flow for 10 months.
We're forgetting about a couple of teams that we don't want to play. But this could, okay, in Greensboro.
Jake Vanderbilt.
Okay,
6.
we're 6
Wow.
in Greensboro, North Carolina. Is we Kentucky on Friday versus an 11 seed in. Let's see what happens here. 6 versus 11. We're gonna be playing.
Vanderbilt.
It'd be nice to play Vanderbilt. Let's see. We're playing 11 seed Providence. We're playing Hopkins.
Yes.
We're playing Bryce Hopkins.
We're a 6?
Wait, we have the same record.
It's okay.
How are we at 6?
We're playing Providence.
Man, we were all wrong.
We gotta play, guys. We gotta play Hop.
I mean, no one
Now,
gets
who's
6,
the
man.
3 seed? Yeah. No, I didn't think we were 6 if we were to win, but that just proves that the conference tournaments don't mean anything.
Kansas State?
That's a tough. We owe them. Remember they beat us in the 2018 tournament. We gotta worry about Providence first.
Yeah, we can't look for a game. We can't look for a single game.
So yeah, see. 54.
Alright, so
Kansas State versus Montana State. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think about Providence.
Kentucky is the 6th, though. It says it's a UK reactions chat.
That's ridiculous that they're putting us against Bryce Hopkins. That just proves. Oh, they're in this tournament. Gee,
We owe them too.
we owe you. We owe him.
This is a revenge tour.
I'm gonna take care. We're gonna take care of them. We're gonna take care of them.
Hey, this is the revenge tour here. Kentucky's revenge tour.
Okay, here we go. Get revenge against Bryce.
See.
Bryce Hopkins. He said visit us in Florida. We'll see what happens.
I really like
I
Hopkins.
like Hopkins.
Hopkins is a great player. We should.
Last 2 slots to be filled. In the East, Marquette's Golden Eagles, 15.
Dang, that's a tough team right there, man.
It's a long time until we'll see.
There's some corner specialists right there, boy. Epic corner specials.
Wait, this is the last team?
And the last team, 2 versus 15.
This is Vanderbilt.
No, Vanderbilt didn't get in unless they gave them a 15 seed.
This would just complete everything. Vanderbilt didn't.
Vanderbilt should have got in over Arkansas.
Yeah. Vanderbilt definitely should have gotten over Arkansas.
And hey,
No,
shout out Vanderbilt's coach. As much as we get on him, we do appreciate, we do respect that guy. He obviously knows basketball. I think Vanderbilt got slided here. That's the one SEC team that should have made this tournament that didn't get in. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking Vanderbilt should have made it.
I don't understand because I know
Only
Vanderbilt
5
did
teams
really
got
bad.
in.
No, I know Vanderbilt did really bad. Like, they lost a lot of games, but they beat Kentucky, who's a 6 seed, twice
Vanderbilt,
in a
honestly,
week.
Vanderbilt
They didn't get in.
Honestly, Vanderbilt should have been in a playing game at least, at the very least.
They beat Kentucky twice.
They beat us
The
twice
6 seed
within a
Kentucky
week.
twice within a week. And they also beat 2 other teams.
That's true. If I was a Vanderbilt fan, I'd be peed off.
Late in the year.
Even though, having said that, there was one fan for Vanderbilt. You missed it during the Vanderbilt A&M game the day after they beat us. They were playing their game, and I'm gonna watch my language here. Some lady in the student section was holding a sign, making like a fake crying face. Her face was. The sign said, "What happened, Kentucky?" Hey, what happened, Vanderbilt? Just to her. You know who you are. If you're watching this, that is amazing. What happened? That's why you don't talk trash.
All right, let's break down the conferences now.
You don't talk trash ever. Even if you win a championship, you just don't do it. You let the results do the talking for you. But guys, obviously,
16.
wow, we actually got 8 teams.
Jeez, look at that.
Interesting. I must have forgotten one.
SEC, we should have had it up. Well,
Look at SEC battling.
downfall of the SEC and basketball.
Dang, North Carolina's one of the last 4 in. What a shame.
That's what up. Jeez.
Rutgers in the field, but
Clemson, Dabo, shame.
Dabo, little old Clemson, Rutgers, Oklahoma State. Man, Rutgers, if you're a Rutgers fan, Rutgers, you gotta be tossing in your freaking bed right now.
That's a shame.
Where's Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt's on with the last 4.
I don't understand that. But it's a shame they didn't make it. Right.
That's a shame.
Alright.
Honestly, if all things considered, I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about our bracket. I'm talking about where the teams we were just talking about before, in Tennessee, Duke, and Purdue. The fact that those are all in one bracket there, first of all, means only one can survive that. And second of all, if we're playing anybody there, it means we've done really well. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's all we can say.
We can't look past one game, but
Heck no.
like Christopher Reed said, he was actually asking what our second game if we get through.
Sorry guys. So if we somehow survive
I just
Providence,
said we shouldn't look for it.
after
We should look for it. But let's say Christopher Reed
assuming we get in. Okay, so assuming we get past Providence, then we're playing
get back in.
we're playing Kansas State. They're the 3 seed.
All right, guys. As
Kansas State's tough. They're very effing tough.
and a few of today's more
But hey,
celebration.
at that point,
It's crazy.
It's a revenge tour.
I'd rather, between Duke, Tennessee, and Purdue, I'd rather play Purdue, I think, out of all of them. Because then we'd have the underdog underdog mentality. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
But yeah, guys,
Six,
I think it's clear. We've already said it like 3 or
Thursday?
4 times. Friday, which is nice. We can enjoy. We can enjoy some games Thursday.
Yeah,
Uh,
Friday's better.
But no, guys, I did want to say, just make sure it's clear. First of all, if you go back to our live stream, our upload from our vlog at the LSU game, like we not only we respect every player, but literally Bryce Hopkins was a great player for us. I hated the fact that he left, and I'm so happy for him that he's doing well and he had a great year. Every time I watched him, he was out there playing, doing a great job. So there's nothing but respect and love for Bryce Hopkins. It sucks that we have to play him in the first round. That just I feel like you go back in the history of our program outside of maybe last year, every first round game they love to put some kind of storyline. Even last year, actually, if we were to win last year, we would have played Murray State, which is a school from Kentucky. The year before, or all the years before, we played NKU. Like, you got to give us a storyline game to make us think about crap outside of just playing basketball. And here, Providence, you're playing an ex-Kentucky player. Now, in the age of transfers, that's going to happen a lot because every school is dealing with transfers across the board. So you really can't complain about that. And honestly, after missing the tournament now, that really puts things into perspective. I'm just happy that we're in the dang thing. I think a 6 seed is a little bit overseeded for how we finished.
I think so.
I think we should have probably been a 7, but I'm not going to complain.
It was
But we'll
up and
see what
down,
happens.
up and down, but
it's going to be interesting. The times won't be released for a while, but hopefully we're playing a later game on Friday, so we can do a little pregame live stream. We can do a shoot around, and yeah, just get a little thoughts, and hopefully we can do a post-game show. Last year there was no post-game show because it was just a very brutal end of the
Hopefully we
year.
have a big
It
stretch
was overtime, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we
Yeah,
have
it was
a big,
overtime.
hopefully we have a big stretch of games, make a run, and
And,
it doesn't happen.
here's the thing. Obviously,
my effing hands.
I mean, here's the thing. If we're gonna, let's see what happens. But can we just not repeat ourselves with turnovers are gonna happen? You gotta deal with it. But can we just not miss 10 free throws? That's my one wish.
Nice.
Can we just play basketball, have fun, and like just not miss 1,000 free throws? Because if you look at our losses this year, I'd be willing to bet. I know for a fact our 2 losses against Vanderbilt, we've missed 10 plus free throws. If you're going to do the math, I'm sure 90% of our losses are all due to a lot of things, but free throws in general. But yeah, hopefully we can just have a moment here where we're enjoying a good game here, because we've been talking about some video ideas, upload ideas if we do win a game, and it'll be a really funny upload. But yeah, I just want to know we're just like sitting here like just having fun, you know, we're just having fun. Yeah, guys. So, in summary, if you missed it, Kentucky was selected as the 6th seed in the East region, I believe.
With the Dukies.
With the Dukies, Tennessee, Purdue, but they're a little bit above us, and in location on the bracket. And we're the 6th seed playing the 11th seed Providence. And again, we can't take any teams lightly. Last year really put that in perspective for us. I'm not saying that we took. Okay, I'll admit I took St. Peter's lightly. I thought we could get through them on a bad day, and it was obviously not the case. And it just shows that, I mean, it was pretty ignorant of me to think like how many upsets happen every year. Like it's bound to happen to your own team. So hopefully we can use that as motivation, because guess what? A lot of this year's team played last year. So hopefully we can use that. Obviously you can take the bad angle and think that it's going to up the pressure, but you can also take the angle of, you know what, these guys are motivated. They don't want that to happen again, and they've been there before. So that you can use that. Because think about it, Virginia, great example. Virginia was a 16 seed to lose to there was a 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed. Think about that. And that team came back the next year and won the whole dang thing. It's a different team, but still, that's a good point to use going forward. So use that as motivation. Let's play good basketball, fight, and just leave it all out there. I want to be able to say after the game, you know what? We gave it our best shot. We played hard. We fought. We got some and ones. We hit some threes. We dominated, won the game. But just I just want to be able to say that we played hard and represented this dang program like they should be represented. So I'm gonna leave it with that, and I'll read the comments here in a second. But still, just wanted to give you those thoughts. You can give me your final thoughts. You can hit dinner, and I'll finish up the comments here.
Final thoughts. We gotta leave it all out there. We gotta
show some initiative around here.
Show some initiative and make our free throws. Do the simple things. Just win a few games, make a run here, and
Let's have some fun.
Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
Let's have fun.
Out of here. Go Big Blue. Give me that.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, guys, let's get to the comments here. But it is, I will say, I appreciate the committee for a couple reasons. Letting us play Friday means we can actually enjoy a day. But yeah. Oh, shoot. Let's see, guys. Let's start at the top here. The last comment I remember reading was Lee, so let's go back to where I left off. Let's see. Oh, 6. I agree. I was actually surprised by this. I was thinking of 7. I was seeing 6 around our name before we lost to Vanderbilt, so that's why I thought we dropped. But this just proves that I don't know why, but the conference tournaments rarely have the impact that you think. It's like they had their brackets set on Friday or Thursday and just don't bother to change it. Because I think you should definitely reward teams. Like Vanderbilt should have got in. They at least should have got a playing game, or they should have been mentioned as the first 4 out or something. Because I mean, they played really well, and then they deserved to do something. I don't know. I don't know. I think they could have got a better seed. I think they could have got in the tournament. Great Kentuckian. Well, UK is going to play against Bryce Hopkins to start the tournament. Exactly. It was the first thing that I thought of when I saw it. I knew they were going to. You got to know they're going to give some kind of storyline. That's just how it goes. At this point, I expect it, but then don't expect it. It's so frustrating. But hey, we're in the thing. North Carolina didn't make it. Could always be worse. Christopher Rees. What's our second game if we get through Bryce, guys? So I mentioned that before. I'll still say it again. If we get through, it's either Kansas State, the 3 seed, or some 14 seed, which I don't see winning that game. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But I think Kansas State is pretty good. Lady Basketball Player 23. Bryce playing against the Cats. I know, Lady Basketball Player 23. That's going to be tough. I mean, Bryce Hopkins is a great player, and he's been finding his role and been a lot more comfortable at Providence this year than he was at Kentucky last year. I don't think he was given enough of a chance. I wish we would have played him more in that St. Peter's game. Who knows? We could have won the game with him out there more. I don't think he played a second, and if he did, it was not much. And he won us the game against LSU, a game that we attended. It's a blog on our channel. He did a great job. He was the reason we won the game. He was one of the reasons we won the game. So, yeah, nothing but respect and love for Bryce. And just shout out to him. Hopefully he doesn't have a great game against us, but I'm going to be rooting for him in another game. But hopefully he doesn't have more games after ours. But respect the guy. I've been cheering him on all year long. And obviously, I'm just talking on the court, you know. Ryan Tapman says, hey guys, North Laurel plays GRC at Rupp this week. Okay. That's true. I was thinking the high school championships and Final Four should be going on soon. That's crazy. I'll have to look at it. I know I've been to a couple of Ohio tournament games. Kaylin Branch, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Christopher Rees. Magical run this year. If we make a run this year, it would be very magical indeed. Let's see, but yeah, it would be very magical. This would be, I mean, honestly, with how things have been up and down throughout the year, it would be very. Hey, I'm not saying we can do whatever we want to do. We just have to actually do it. And it's been so long since we won a tournament game. We have to remember that 2019-20 year. I think we had a legitimate chance to win the national championship. But seriously, that year I think kind of puts things a little out of context because I really think that team was built for a deep March run, not just win a couple games, like a deep one. So I think that number really isn't as long as it's been, but technically it has been a long time since our last tournament win was against Houston in the Sweet 16 back in the 2019 tournament. I mean, think of it. We had Tyler Hero, we had Reed Travis. We had Ashton Higgins. We had Quickly. We had Nick Richards. We had E.J. Montgomery. We had Nick Sestina. We had Johnny Juzang. I mean, it was a while ago. So optically, people that don't care and people that just love to just say the longest number possible are eating that stuff up. So we need to silence a lot of haters. So as I always say, it's us versus the world. Kentucky versus the world. So we gotta have that mentality. Go in there and have a killer mentality. If we get a lead, don't just sit on an 8-point lead. Just bury teams. That's what the best teams used to do. I mean, the 2015 team would love to do that. Yeah, the light in the window's not too bad. I like this on. Nice. But yeah, guys, hopefully we can get back to that killer mentality that we used to have. And I think we still have. And we saw it in a couple moments this year, especially against Auburn. I love that. I want to see that. I want to see us embrace what we can be. Because I can tell you right now, our games in I'm blanking on it right now. Where's our location again? We're playing in shoot. Are we playing in North Carolina? Greensboro, North Carolina, I think. Regardless, we're gonna travel. So we need to. That's gonna be key, especially early on. If we get a lead, you gotta just. I know it's not easy, but you gotta put your foot on someone's throat. And when you have that opportunity, you got to bury him. And you got to bury him as fast and quickly as you can. Because that is exactly what happens in March. You don't do that, you miss free throws, you're looking at a very tight game and possible loss. So, I can give you a lot of examples. I think our game against Buffalo a few years ago, we buried them. The West Virginia game in 2015, we buried them. I mean, there's been a lot of examples of burying teams. And we got to... We need to get back to that because that's how you win. That's how you make a deep run. Think of our one year that I can remember winning a championship in my life. I know we've had more, but the one that I remember best with Anthony Davis. That team, first round was a blowout. Second round was a blowout. Third round, Sweet 16. That was not a blowout. That was a tight game. You're gonna have tight games, But even those teams, like there was points where we stretched leads out to make it a lot easier to win the game. Even the championship game, we were up by like 16 or 17 in the middle of that game. It got tight at the end. But that's where having that big lead and stretching it was so important, because if we would have kept that as an 8-point lead, who knows? We may not have won that game, but we did. So mark that down. And let's see. Great Kentucky. It's not bad seeding, but if we don't show up, we'll be embarrassing them for sure. If we don't show up against anybody, we can lose. Anybody, from the Peacocks of St. Peter's to the Boilermakers of Purdue. So I agree with you, Great Kentucky. And Ryan Tapman, Kentucky needs to make free throws and play better defense in the tournament. Without a doubt, we don't do that, I don't see us making a run. We have to make free throws, at least a high percentage of them, and play much better defense. And that starts with defending threes and rebounding. Because again, we have a tall team. We're not using two of our tallest guys that we have as much as we should be, especially Collins. But we have a lot of height. We have a lot of size. We got to use that to our advantage. I don't know much about Providence to speak on it right now, but I'd be willing to say we probably have the size. Well, I don't know if we have a size advantage, but I know we'll be right there with them with the size. So we got to try to dominate the boards, get second chance, and we'll talk about that pregame for that game. But it's an advantage that we should have against most of the country, and we typically do year in and year out. Especially with Wallace. Wallace has got to improve a little bit before the tournament, and hopefully they're freshmen, but hopefully Livingston and Wallace can pick it up and get hot here late. Think about it. Marcus Lee didn't do anything for the most part till that tournament in the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8. That just shows anybody can step up at any given time. Great Kentuckian said, "You're right about burying a team. Haven't done that in a while." Heck no. We have not done that in a while. But yeah, if we can start doing that, then you know what, we could make a deep run for sure. Because you got to bury teams, just like I said before. But I agree with you. And thank you, Great Kentucky. It was Greensboro. Okay. Could be worse. I was hoping we were on the West Coast. It's always the one time that kind of went against what I said was when we had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He went off, and the team did in general. We won, and it was like in, I want to say Montana or Boise or Idaho or something. Wherever it was, we made up for that. And let's see. Christopher Rees. Need to play more than 5 guys. Yeah, we got to have a whole team ready to go. That was one of the most embarrassing stats from our latest loss to Vanderbilt. 0 bench points. 0. So CJ Frederick's got to give us something. Damian Collins, give us something. Piero, something. And Ware, something. Which they can all give different things. It doesn't mean they got to score points. For Lance Ware, get a rebound, get a putback, get a block. Collins, get some blocks. Get a putback. Got some tip outs, some good defensive plays. Definitely a block for Collins. Frederick, just give us a 3. I always think about him as like a Kyle Wilcher type guy. I'm not saying Wilcher, but remember Wilcher in the 2012 tournament? He would come in for like maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes pushing it, and he would hit a 3. And just that alone, if you get a 3 from Frederick, that's 3 points, 3 extra points to add into the totals from everybody else. But she's more than capable of doing way more than that. So who knows? If Frederick gets hot early on, that could mean great things going forward. See, maybe saying a Bryce Hopkins game. Like, is that why you did the game? Just to get Bryce Hopkins? I hope you gave him the C's because that's what they deserved. CBS, NCAA, and Christopher Reeves need at least 8, and which we have. We have way more than 8. And here's another factor too. I'm not saying I hope we get it, but if we get Wheeler back, that could be a big boost. I know a lot of people are not really against him, not personally, but like as a player. And I really think he could give a lot more than some people give him credit for. At this point, it's been so long that it's like, what's the point? You waited so long. But who knows? I mean, just put him in there for a minute or two. Give Wallace a breather. Wheeler can definitely fly. He can get a layup or 2. He can make winning plays. Because let's not forget, last year, Severe Wheeler helped lead us to a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. So he's obviously capable. And I guarantee you, if a guy like him comes in there, sparks us off the bench, it could be a major lift for our team. So who knows? Like, hopefully Wheeler can lock in and give us a couple minutes here and there. Because if we're gonna make a run, we're gonna need it. We're going to need it. But just wanted to say that. But guys, about to close it off here. Just want to go live for a little bit. Go for Selection Sunday. As of now, I don't know what we don't know our time yet. If anyone sees it before I close this off, let me know what the time's going to be. I don't think we're going to know until later on tonight. But I really, really, really hope we're going to have a pregame live stream before the game on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Little pregame thoughts and comments, and hopefully a little post-game show. Things go according to plan. But yeah, guys, just very happy we made the tournament. 6 seed might be a little bit too high for how we finished the year, but I know we're capable of any seed, to be honest. And yeah, lots of teams that I'd like to get some payback too. So who knows? Maybe we'll get that chance. But all I know is, all we got to think about is Providence. All we got to think about is ourselves, and just play our own basketball and focus on playing Providence first and going one game at a time. But guys, I appreciate everyone stopping in. Let me know in the comments, guys, not just in the live chat, but also the comments of this when it uploads to the channel, what you think about the game, just how far do you think we're going to go this year in the tournament. My goal, being honest, is I just want to win a game. I want to win a game, see what we can do with that, and go from there. Because obviously I'm super excited about next year, and the guys we got coming in. I'm hearing a lot of good things about them, obviously, and I'm excited for that. But you know what? I want to focus on right here, right now. Because as we've learned, and as North Carolina's learning right now, getting into the tournament every year is not a given. So we got to take advantage of this, use it to our advantage, and let's make it run. Let's have some fun. Let's play good basketball, and let's enjoy this. Because, hey, we've had a lot of fun moments to watch. I was just watching the 2015 game against Notre Dame. Maybe not the most fun game, but it's fun to be in the moment and be in those big stages and see what we can do. Because you know what? If you're not a Kentucky fan, everyone hates us. So it's fun to win knowing that everyone out there that hates us has to watch us win. So let's have that roadkill, road warrior mentality that I always hear them talking about, and let's start embracing that more, because we used to have that edge, and I want to get that edge back, and we are more than capable of getting that edge. JoJo, good to see you in here. Glad you made it in before I close it off. Good to see you. I like your profile pic there. Good Kentucky logo. And then you said you were in Louisville, Kentucky for the Special Olympics State Basketball Tournament. We have won second place in skills. Oh wow. There you go. That's crazy. Was that just this weekend? That is awesome to hear, JoJo. Dang. Was it in let me know, was it in a high school? Was it somewhere in Louisville, Kentucky? It'd be cool if they could have that be in the KFC Yum Center. But honestly, anywhere that would be super cool. But yeah, JoJo, I'm not sure if you saw, I'm sure you already know, but we're playing Providence in the 6-11 game. We're the 6th seed, Providence is the 11, in Greensboro, North Carolina. Takes place at the Mid-American Sports Center. Oh, wow. I'll have to look into that. That's awesome, JoJo. Always comment and let us know. You know how to communicate with me. Let me know how that went. And yeah, I know Providence is really good. There was a point where Providence was, I heard them saying they could win the Big East. So they're a good team. We cannot take them lightly at all. I would want to say they're a great team. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. And you obviously know Bryce Hopkins plays for Providence, so you gotta add that element in there too. But again, as I said before, nothing but love and respect to Bryce Hopkins. But JoJo, glad to see you. Glad to talk to you before our game. I still don't know when it's going to be. I'm hoping they give us a 11 game. It could be any time. But the fact that it's early, I'm going to guess and say it's going to be about 7 o'clock. Between 7 and 8. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. We'll find out when we find out. But I'm going to go ahead and guess 7:30 or between 7 and 8 o'clock is when we're going to play. And I saw that 3 you made, JoJo. So you are definitely a 3-point shooter. But being the 18, yeah, seriously. With that shot, it didn't just go in; it swished in there. So that was a big, with everyone watching, huge crowd, big stage, and you drilled it, which is not easy to do. So I would definitely have to second that. And anything I can do to help push that, let me know. And if you go back to state basketball tournament next season, you should. Oh, for sure. Let us know. I would love to do that. We're not that far away. We actually have family out there on the level. So for sure, let me know next time you're doing that, and I would love to attend. And also, I know you keep saying we need to try to get some kind of a UK reactions, just watching the game together. No, I know the one place I would love to try to meet. I don't know where the place is, but the KSR or KS Kentucky Sports Bar and Grill. Been seeing some good stuff on that. So I would love. I'd love to meet theirs. I would love to just go there in general, but it'd be cool if we could get together and have a bunch of Kentucky fans around. It's always more fun and feels better to watch a Kentucky game with a bunch of fans around. Look up I will, but I'll write that down right now. Actually, so Mid-American Sports Center. You should react. No, for sure. Let me write that down. Mid-American Sports. Oh, okay, that's bad. But yeah, man, let me know about that. And like I said, appreciate everyone stopping in. And I know I mentioned on the last live stream after we beat Arkansas on the road. Apologies for the lack of live streams and uploads this year. I'm not going anywhere. And honestly, at this point, I'm going to try to make a little hype video before the tournament Friday. Even though my hype video did not help very much, I'm going to keep trying to help us out, get some good excitement and hype going into the tournament. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Hope UK wins. Man, you were upset versus Vanderbilt. Oh, for sure. That was very disappointing. It's not that I thought we were going to win the championship for the SEC, but I was thinking we were good enough to win a couple games and have a chance. And it was very disappointing to see how it went, especially early on. We had a couple chances there to extend that lead, and Vanderbilt just doesn't. Vanderbilt does against us. They don't miss free throws. They hit tons of threes, and that's just how it goes. No, we have to take some responsibility, though. We have to defend threes better. I'm sick and tired of watching guys just chuck threes that aren't contested. Now, some are, and some are just bogus shots, like that one late in the game when we cut it to 66-60 or 63-60. Yeah, 63-60. And, yeah, there's a lot. We have to accept the blame, even though there's a few things to get mad about. Like, the officiating was absolute garbage. That one cylinder foul, I've never heard that in my life, in my entire life. And it was just a terrible call at a terrible time. You can't overturn a foul. You just call it an offensive foul. At the very least, very minimum, you give us the ball at midcourt. That's the very minimum. You don't give us a foul and then initially call it an F1 when you don't even know what you're. That just proved they don't even know what they were doing, because they're like, wait a second, this isn't an F1, and they brought the team over. So yeah, that was pretty bad. And on top of that, it's like we don't just like Vanderbilt. The last two games we played terrible. But we're right there. We're right there to win the game. We're right there to at least have a chance to win the game. And who knows, if Tobin dunks that in and gets fouled as he did, and makes the free throw, that's a 2-point game with 40 seconds to go. We got to stop, get the ball back, go to overtime, tie, take the lead. It's those kind of losses are the ones that they keep you up at night. They keep you up too late because there's just so many things to second guess. Then you throw in, free throws are messed. It's terrible. You will let me know, and if we make it to the state basketball tournament again in Louisville, Kentucky next season, if you win your regionals tournament again. No, please do, JoJo. I just wanted to have a little to cover the tournament here, the 2023 CAA basketball for the first 2 matchups. I'll be at the first 4 matchups on Wednesday night, and it looks like I'm going to be missing I'm being told that I'm going to missing the Mississippi State Pitt game, which stinks. I would have loved to watch that game, but hey, you can't. It's kind of just a pick your poison type thing. I think we're going to catch another 11 versus 11 game. But honestly, either way, it'll be fun to watch some tournament basketball. And then the crazy days start Thursday through Sunday, and then pick back up the following Thursday. Either way, guys, appreciate you guys stopping in. Hope you guys have a great week. And let's just get ready. Let's reset, refocus, and be ready to scrap out a possible tournament win Friday night. That's the way we got to think about it. You got to come in there, have fun, let loose, play some basketball, and get some respect, put some respect back on the Kentucky basketball program. But so, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in that pregame live stream Friday before our game against Providence. Kentucky got the number 6 seed in the East region, where we will be playing Providence, the 11th seed, who has Bryce Hopkins, in Greensboro, North Carolina. Let's see what happens. We don't know what time the game is. I'm guessing it's 7 or 8. We'll see what happens, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys on Friday. Let's have a good week, and let's get this done. Let's get it done Friday night. Well, Friday whenever we play. Go Big Blue. Have a great week, guys. Stay safe, and thank you so much for watching and staying part of the UK Reactions family. Stay safe, guys. Have a great week. Go Big